Donna Harbin, and this is my capstone presentation for my EDS in instructional leadership. And my capstone presentation is built on building confidence and commitment to learning in our 6th grade students. And not only is this my presentation, this is my vision for Weaver Elementary students. I want to introduce my vision, and that is building self-efficacy in these students. That is giving them the ability to be successful and have confidence in knowing that they can be accomplished at the task that they need to perform. Now, the rationale is all about these children right here. We want to, through our weekly conferencing and commitment to learning, we're going to build problem solvers, we're going to build risk takers, we're going to build self-motivators, we're going to build self-thinkers, we're going to build problem solvers, we're going to build well-rounded, confident students. Okay, let's take a look at our 6th grade students. This year we have 86 students total. We have 40 males and 46 females. Of our 86 students in 6th grade, 24% of those students hold an IEP. The other disturbing thing is we also have 12 other students that have PST plans for math, and we have several of our 6th grade students that are living in single parent homes. They are living in foster homes with DHR. They are transferring from one house to the other, not really knowing where they're staying, and our poverty level is at 72%. Okay? Now, when I talked to children, when I began this in my action research and I started surveying children, I thought, wow, we're expecting them to do so much. And then I started asking my teachers, what do you really know about your children? And it was amazing once, they started this conferencing and commitment to learning, and they realized, what these children are bringing with them. How can we expect them to learn when they're wondering, is anybody going to be home when I get home? Is the power going to be on? Is mom or dad going to be high or drunk? Is the police going to come? One of the biggest things that I heard is, I'm always hungry. There's never enough to eat. Okay? Now, connections to the literature. I had an opportunity through my research and the last courses that I have taken, and there's just a plethora of information and journal articles and books that you can go through that find research-proven data that supports how conferencing and commitment builds motivation, self-efficacy, and self-ownership in their learning program. Now, step 1, identify the problem. Well, our STAR data consistently shows a lack of growth. Students in their climate survey that I asked them to complete, they don't feel safe at school. They don't like school. They don't feel respected by their peers. And confidence and commitment is going to be essential as we prepare these 6th grade students to transition to the high school. Now let's look at our STAR data of these 6th grade students. We have continued to see an increase in our severely intensive students. We've gone from 7 to 10. In the same group of students we've tracked through 4th grade, our strategic, we've gone from 12 to 30. Why is that? Why have we had this huge increase in strategic and below mastery level learning? On level, we have 24 students. Now, this is what really bothers me. We went from having 37 students at or above proficiency level to 20. We've got to reach out and, connect with these children and see what works for them. And let's keep these children motivated. And, when you look at a gifted child, and it took a gifted child they have 32 questions and they can answer it in 3 minutes, and they lost 2.5 years of growth. Were they motivated and doing their best? No. Okay? Now, this was one of the most alarming pieces of evidence that I analyzed and researched and thought over and prayed over, and I surveyed our students. These 3 areas I'm going to share with you. I like school. Yes, 55 of our students do, but there's 27 that do not. Why do those 27 not like school? We need to be listening to our children. I don't feel safe. 55 do. Again, 27 of our 6th grade students don't feel safe. We need to reach those children, find out why, what we can do to eliminate that fear. And then students do not feel respected by their peers. I shared this with the teachers. I looked over the 60 children out of all the students in the 6th grade do not feel respected by their peers. That is a challenge. We will be working with our counselor. We will be working on building programs to build respect for peer-to-peer situations. Yes, ma'am. Now, let's determine the people that are going to be affected by these and have been affected by these situations negatively. Well, as a team, we have the students, we have the parents, and we have the teachers. These students have a lot of baggage that they're bringing with them. These parents call me, Ms. Harbin, I don't know how to help them. They're already smarter than I am. I don't understand. Can you please help me? Yes, I can. We're going to be setting up a parent night, and we're going to go over some strategies to help you help your child at home. And then, as educators, we have the most amazing and wonderful opportunity to change the world one child at a time. We have, as leaders, been given the task to mold and set the leaders of our future for tomorrow. Step 3, we're going to select a representative of a committee of stakeholders. We did meet in February and we selected a name for our team, and it's the Building Confidence and Commitment to Learning Committee, and it was created. And at that initial plan, we reviewed our Commitment to Learning and Building Confidence plan, where during that 45-minute academic opportunity, the one day a week, they conference with their teachers. They have a binder that the teacher writes in, the students write in, and it becomes just a well-rounded communication between the teacher as it increases student academic process and motivation. Okay. Now, what are the limitations? We have a new state superintendent. It seems like every year or two, Alabama has a new state superintendent, which means we have a new state summative assessment, which means it's very difficult for schools to track data because you can't compare one summative assessment results to the other. Also in Calhoun County, we have a new superintendent. We had several changes at the central office. We had new elected board members and new principals moved around. So that has made it difficult because teachers are having to build trust and responsibility in their new leaders, as well as the parents who entrust these new leaders with their children. And then the biggest limitation is the emergency mandatory school closing that happened on March 17th due to the COVID-19 virus. Okay. Now, obtaining information and to reach the criterion. Criterion 1, it must be enhancing the student confidence and feeling of responsibility and giving them ownership of their learning. Criterion 2, it must be school-based, outcome-based. It must use the resources that we have on hand, and through that conferencing and commitment and through our academic opportunity interventions, each child has a one-on-one technology opportunity with a Chromebook in 6th grade. And criterion 3 is any solution proposed cannot cost the district or local school any additional monies. Now, criterion 1, does it enhance student confidence, motivation? Yes. What is our vision? To educate today's children to be tomorrow's leaders. What is our mission? To instill knowledge or create a love of learning and provide a nurturing environment. Now, what is the belief of Weaver Elementary? We believe in our school's motto. We work hard, we encourage others, and we show respect. All students deserve a safe, productive area that they feel that they can come to learn. Okay? Now, does it align with our school improvement plan? Absolutely. To implement targeted differentiated interventions, to provide high quality professional development that will be used and is worthwhile. And then implement positive behavior support to be proactive in discipline. And we're going to do that through our champs and motivations and our foundations committees that we already have in progress that we've run. Now, in step 6, I had to generate some proposed solutions. The 4 solutions that I came up with is the conferencing and commitment to learning binder that they will use during their academic opportunity. Step 2, solution 2 was an opportunity to participate in the breakfast club. Step 3 is taking place right now as during the summer as the teachers are participating in a book study and motivating students who don't care. Okay, and step 4 is a mentoring program that involves all of our students, K through 6. Okay. Now, solution 1 is with everything that we instill in our teachers is the instruction is learning centered, not teaching centered. Students need these positive relationships that they can build with their educators in order to build that trust that say, hey, they do want me to do better. I'm going to motivate myself because I like that celebration. I like that Yahoo moment that I get to have with my AO teacher. And teachers can build this time to strengthen this relationship and actually listen to the children. That's what I try to instill in my teachers is listen to the children. Ask them what works. Ask them, how do you feel? And then I'm proud of myself this week for. Let's have those celebrations that we can celebrate every week. Build that child's confidence. Okay. Now, solution 2 is a wonderful solution. We had an opportunity to try it out before the COVID closed the school down, and that is the breakfast club. But the most important thing I want you to realize about the breakfast club is they must choose to attend. They are not required. They get a pass to go directly to the front of the breakfast line. They go back to that teacher's room. While they're eating breakfast, that teacher is modeling, going through steps or problems or helping study while their children are eating. So it's a win-win situation. They're getting the help that they need and they're getting that breakfast because some of them may have not had anything to eat since they left school at lunch yesterday. Okay. Now, solution 3 is a professional development book study, and I wanted to share something that really stuck out to me because our teachers right now are using this book as their professional development this summer. And I liked it is, what can I do to be a better teacher for you? How many times do we ask ourselves that? How can I help you be successful? What are 2 things that you think I should say to help you meet your goal? And I love this one. 2 things that I say or do that you wish I'd do less of. We really need to ask those children that, allow them to be honest with us. It's hard, and I wish you would quit saying so and so. We need to know those things. Build that relationship. Keep right on rolling with them. Okay? Now, solution 4 is a mentoring program. That is the 3rd Friday of every month we meet for an hour. The students are scattered throughout the school. There is a lesson that is built into each of the sessions, and our local stakeholders, meaning churches and businesses, provide the snacks and juices for those mentoring sessions. And once they are assigned a mentor, that mentor stays with them throughout the time that they are at Weaver Elementary. Now, questions that must be answered before implementing. Number 1, can the solution be supported by research? Yes. Does the solution support the mission and the goals of Weaver Elementary? Yes. Does the solution impact the curriculum? Yes, because it's providing academic improvement. And is this solution better than the one that you have in place? Absolutely yes, because as of right now, we don't have a plan in place. So yes, we think we're on the right track with these solutions that we have proposed. Now, solution 7 is to solicit feedback. Now, we did not get a great opportunity to solicit the feedback that we wanted because of the mandatory school closures, so we will begin this process at the beginning of the 2021 school year. Okay? Step 8, make a decision on which proposed solutions to approve. When we did meet, we looked at the overwhelming data and the response from the teachers, and we chose solution 1, which was the journaling during their academic opportunity, okay? And then we chose solution 2, the breakfast club, where they can choose to attend and get that added intervention while they have an opportunity to eat breakfast. Okay? Now, step 9, give detailed information on the implementation. Well, again, steps 1 and 2 will be implemented at the beginning of the 2021 school year, and we will revisit those surveys and questionnaires that we submitted to our teachers and students last year. Okay? Now, step 10, implementation. Since we didn't have the opportunity to get the data that we needed as we began due to the COVID-19 school closures, I wanted to share with you the data that I had from when I provided my action research back this fall. I did my group with the 20th percentile, lowest group in the 6th grade, and I took half of them as an experimental group that would receive the conferencing and commitment, and they grew 9.0 years collectively versus the control group that did not have the conferencing and commitment and relationship building. And to me, that was huge because it really showed true ownership and building responsibility and goal setting and learning. Okay. Step 11, modify and adjust the implementations. Again, since the COVID-19, we did not have the opportunity to collect and analyze the data that we needed, so we will begin this successful program at the beginning of the 2021 school year. Okay? The state standards that stuck out to me was Standard 1, planning and continuous improvement, Standard 2, concerning teaching and learning, and Standard 4, diversity, because we have a diverse group of learners in 6th grade. Okay? These are the references that I wanted to share with you. Like I said, there's just a plethora of knowledge out there available for research proven successes of the conferencing and commitment to learning. Okay? Now let's revisit our vision. We're building 6th grade efficacy. We're building problem solvers, goal setters, active learners that can think collaboratively. We're building ownership in learning. We're building student led conversations. We're building risk takers. We are building students that know what makes me think for myself. Okay? Now let me thank you again for allowing me to share my vision with you. Remember, will you be the one that can change a child that feels like this to children that feel like, yes, I can. Again, thank you for allowing me to share my vision with you, and hope you have a wonderful day.